ago, I was taking a trip. I was in northern Alaska. I was with my family. My stepdad is a fisherman. We were ice fishing. And it's just fucking freezing. Like, we're sitting in front of the fire. Like, we're cooking from like this fucking can of soup. Must have been from the 80s. It's a little dismal. But that's like the nature of it, you know. That's the spirit of ice. There's a big forest, probably 2 miles to the east of where we are. Yeah, probably like the east. And there's like all this shit about like Bigfoot being there, Sasquatch, and I'm like what? I'm like 16, 17. I'm like, bro, this is like I don't give a fuck. Like, I just want to smoke weed and like get this over with. So one night though, I get a little curious and I'm like, fuck it, let's just go check it out. I get all dressed up with the flashlight. I'm walking towards this. It's like midnight, dark as fuck. I'm walking into this forest. I have no idea what I'm doing. I get there. I'm checking it out. I'm acting like I'm not scared. Of course I am. Anyway, long story short, I'm looking around. I'm hearing sounds. I'm hearing cracking and shit. Weird, like shit falling over. Like, keep in mind, we're the only people out there. Like, no one for miles. Long story short, I think I see a guy. I'm like, hey, like, is there like a trail? Like, where does this trail go? Because I'm like walking down this path. And I get it closer to this guy and he's just not moving. And I'm noticing, like, damn, this is a big fucking guy. I walk up on him and he's like 6'8", 6'9", tall as fuck. And he was not human. He was not human. He looked hairy. He had like I mean, it was dark, so I couldn't see really what's happening, but I didn't second guess it. I dipped. I ran fast as fuck all the way back, screaming, freaking out. My stepdad wakes the fuck up, like, what's going on? I'm like, I saw Sasquatch. Like, nah. So yeah, I don't know. That shit is a little. I think it's not one thing. I think that it's some sort of maybe like a species, or not sure. A species of something. I don't know what it was though. I mean, he was like, I'm like a tall guy. But at that point I was probably like 6'3". Like, I was like 6'3" or 6'4", and this thing was like towering, like huge, all like black fur, like furry. I dipped. I don't know what that was, bro. That's my story. UFOs. UFOs. Yeah, I think he spared me. But look, one time I'm in Hawaii. I'm like, okay. I'm walking around barefoot. I'm walking down this road. It's like golden hour. Beautiful. I mean, stunning. I'm just walking. I feel primal. I'm walking down this road barefoot. Like, I'm with Finn Sigil. We're walking. We're also with this magician Kahuna. We come upon this path. This is a serious story too. I'm dead serious. I'm like, there's a portal down there. And the Kahuna's like, go down there. So I just go. And I have no idea where this is going to take me. I'm walking barefoot down this path. It's stunning. It looks like I'm in it looks like a a split point between realities, like when you're in the limbo stage and it's like just like a grass landscape with sun, like beautiful, like nothing but beautiful nature. Like it's like the in-between layer of reality or something. I'm walking down this path alone and I hear like a man singing to the left of me. I hear like traditional singing or something. I'm like, what is that? So I look and there's like big brush on the left of me, like big tall grass. Can't see over it. I hear this singing, it's louder and louder. I'm like, this is beautiful. I look, I'm like, man, I'm entering someone's property. Like, I should turn around. I look over the grass and it's just grass for miles. And like, I really look and there's no one. Like, no one. No like area anyone would be hiding, singing. And I'm just like, what? So anyway, I get a little spooked. I go back and I tell the kahuna what happened, and he tells me, you've been invited. You've been welcome to the island. I didn't really know what the fuck he meant, but I was like, okay, I guess I'm welcomed. Well, anyway, and the next day, me and Finn, we go on a hike. We're hiking in the mountains. It's insane, but we get split up because there's a big water path, like water log in the middle of the path. I want to walk around it. Finn is not down. I'm like, all right, I'm gone. So I go. I'm just walking down this path alone, deeper into the fucking mountains. I get to this like ridge overlooking what looks like Lord of the Rings level beauty, like the Shire, the Misty Mountains, like sun beaming, God rays down, like rolling river down the valley, like trees shimmering, like heaven, like paradise, like incredible. I was just like losing my mind. I was completely sober, like what the fuck am I looking at? And I'm like standing, it's kind of cloudy where I am. I'm standing, I'm like, and I just yell, thank you. Like I just yell it. And as I yell that, a sun god ray beams, boom, right down onto me, like right onto me, like boom, like a spotlight. And I'm just like in ecstasy, like, holy fuck, like, what is going on? Like, I was about to shed I shed a tear, like, crazy. So that happened. I'm like walking back, like, just mesmerized by the beauty. And I roll up on Finn, and Finn said he was sitting, like, meditating or something. And he says that while he was sitting there, he was hearing drumming, and he was like, wow, that's interesting. Like, who's drumming out here? Because we were far out, like nowhere near cars or speakers, nowhere near houses, nowhere. No one was out there. Like, we were on the only path. There wasn't like other trails, very remote. And he's like, the drumming would get louder and louder, and he was like chanting with drumming, like traditional, like Hawaiian drumming, Polynesian drumming or whatever. And he like listens closer, and then it stops. No one was near us. Like, we go back, we tell the kahuna, and he's like, you have been very welcomed. And he's like, that's very impressive. And he told us how when he moved to his new land in Hawaii, every night he would hear the drumming and singing at the bottom of his hill. So that's the story of the Hawaiian spirits and the Hawaiian island welcoming the mages. That's the story. You jerked it to that story? That's probably the best thing you could ever jerk it to. Definitely the best thing you could jerk it to. Let's see, do I have any other stories for now? Oh shit. I don't know. I've yet to go to the Middle East. I'd love to. I'd love to visit Egypt.